Namaste, everyone. All right, here today again. He ain't going nowhere. We got a job to do. With Shiva channeling, of course. Today we're going to talk about something that is pretty much trending on the internet. Um, we'll find subject matter that he wants to talk about, and we'll talk about it. So today we're going to talk about the Mandela Effect. So all you guys out here that don't know what Mandela effects are, I would suggest researching it because it's happening. All right, so Mandela Effect. There's a lot of things going on in your reality that um, has been altered in timelines. All right, so this is something that's always going to continuously happening. This isn't the first time, and this is not going to be the last time. You've seen it from the Berenstein Bears to the Berenstein Bears, to Oscar Mayer Wieners, to with him, he had an experience when he was a kid in a timeline that didn't make sense. So we'll explain about his Mandela effect that happened to him back in 1989. So Mandela effect. Didn't Nelson Mandela die in the late 80s, or did he die in 2013? Everybody's like tripping about what's going on. People are starting to wake up, and they're starting to call life's bullshits. And I wouldn't call it life's bullshit. They're starting to call out this reality's bullshit. All right? You guys are smart. You're starting to wake up, and we're proud of you. This is why we love you scientists. This is why we love you theologians. This is why we love you deep thinkers like Siddhartha Gautama. You're trying to figure something out. So now, the biggest thing that everybody's trying to figure out is the Mandela effect. All right? So, we're not going to give away what happened or when did Nelson Mandela die, but let's just say it wasn't 2013. It wasn't in 2013 when he died. But your reality is breaking down, guys. And your media outlets and your governments are taking notice to this. There's people that get paid. There's scientists that get paid to observe reality more than you guys observe it every day as you walk out your door and just observe your kids going to school. There's people that get paid to watch time shifting and reality shifting and dimensional shifting in your reality. There's people that get paid for this. And they know that this shit's falling apart. You guys are not supposed to make it past 2012. All the other realities don't make it past 2012. We flood them all. But this one, and this reality, is past its expiration date, which is 2012. See, this is the fifth hell, guys, as we stated in other videos. And this is a fifth hell of infinite possibilities. So out of the 179 hells that exist, each one of those hells is infinite possibilities. So there's infinite realities in each one of these hells. So in your realities in the fifth hell, this is the only one that has gone on the longest. Okay? This is the farthest we've ever gotten. We told him when he woke up last year. He's like, this is the farthest we gotten. Y'all guys are not supposed to make it this far. Okay? So now your reality is breaking down. And Mandela Effects has everything to do with it. But we're going to explain what Mandela Effects is and how it works. A lot of people don't know how your dimensions are changing, or people don't know like why they're waking up with spouses and it's not the same spouse they married. People will deal with kids and it won't be the same child that they're used to dealing with. People will wake up with a loved one or loved ones, and it's not even the same person they've been talking to for all the years they've known them. It's not even the same person. So what's going on? All right, in our beginning videos, I think video number 3 or 4, we talk about this thing called transpositioning, an observation. So observation and transpositioning is one of our videos. It's one of the biggest videos that everybody pretty much needs to try to pay attention to as much. So Mandela Effect is nothing but transpositioning happening in your realities, and then everybody's transpositioning is getting mixed up. All right, so I'm going to recap on what transpositioning is, how the Mandela effect a, is a same derivative of transpositioning. All right, so transpositioning, guys, stop blaming shit on ghosts. If you start having DOPs in your house, like disappearing object phenomenon goes hand in hand with Mandela effects. Now, people will wake up in their house or they'll go somewhere and come back, and then an item has been removed or it has been misplaced or it's just disappeared. And you look all over the house for this item. It's gone nowhere. All right? Especially if you go on a long trip and you're gone for weeks and then you come back and shit ain't where it's supposed to be at. It's like, oh, well, there's been a robber that came into my house or a family member that's been snooping around or moving shit. No. Guys, listen to me. If I place this Tibetan bell right here, it better stay there for the next 100 years. A lot of times that doesn't happen. And then times in your days are getting mixed up. So people will notice shit gone. They'll wake up. They'll go to sleep and put something down and then wake up the next morning and then it is not there. A ghost didn't do it. There ain't no ghost coming around in your house taking up material matter and then going to hide it from you, being mischievous. That's not what's going on. So don't blame it on ghosts. You can blame it on demons, but demons has everything to do with this part of what I'm about to get ready to explain again, which is transpositioning. So your Mandela effect is just you transpositioning. Transpositioning is detaching from reality consciously and then remapping to another locality in another alternate universe that has already progressed in time, that has happened 7 trillion years ago. So you're playing with memories, guys. So you're transpositioning. So this is how it works. Transpositioning doesn't happen in a waking state. So as you're consciously awareness, walking about every day, day to day, doing your daily stuff, you don't really transposition. But reality flips on you instantly when you close your eyes and open your eyes. You blink yourself out of reality into a negative reality or positive reality. So transpositioning does happen, but it's subtle compared to when you go to sleep. So as you go to sleep, you'll wake up and your reality will be changed. So with the Mandela effect, as people has observed about the Berenstein Bears to the Berenstein Bears, people has went to sleep and woken up to something has changed in your reality. Something has changed. Well, you guys transpositioned. So transpositioning is when you go to sleep at night and you hit a deep state of sleep. It could be as instant as 5 minutes. It could be as instant as 2 minutes. It could be as long as an hour and a half for you to transposition. It depends on how hard you black out. All right? There's ways to stop transpositioning or Mandela effects, but you can't stop a Mandela effect. See, a Mandela effect in transpositioning is one in the same, but two in the difference. And what I mean by that is that in transpositioning happens when you sleep. Well, Mandela effects happens to everybody. So let's say, for instance, you're transpositioning into an alternate reality after you go to sleep. So what happens is that when you sleep and you go to a blacked out state, not being observed, okay, it's all about observation. So when you transposition, let's say you live by yourself. You live in a home by yourself. You don't have no pets or no animals or anything. And you go to bed and you sleep and then you wake up and shit might be moved about or shit was not going as well as you planned it the day before as the next prior day. Shit's not going as well as you want it to go or something has happened. All right. So when you black out sleep, you delocate from your physical mortal coil. You consciously leave this Bardo reality. The state of being is what you're in. And you go to the state of becoming. So each time you sleep, you transposition into the Bardo of becoming. And everybody has a guideline in the flower of life to go to the next reality that is genetically connected to you. So when you transposition, you'll sleep, you'll consciously detach, and you'll jump from one alternate reality to the next instantaneously, because each universe is spread next to each other in the flower of life. Each circle of flowers is a bardo. Each one is a reality. So you're just jumping from one plane of existence to the next, consciously attaching to a vessel that has already been slated in time, that's already existed. So you merge your consciousness with that copy that's already progressed in time previously. That does not exist. It's a memory. So your consciousness is going to attach to another physical memory, again, that has progressed in time. So when you go to this alternate timeline, when you wake up from your transposition state, in the state of becoming into the state of being, you hear your alarm, there's a vibration going on, and you have to like sink back into your physical state in order for your body to wake up. Then you feel refreshed, you feel like $1,000,000, and you go about your day and you'll notice something has changed. Like sports will change on you. So pay attention to sports. You'll see stats that might look different or look that, or play that has might changed, because this has happened and people don't like to talk about it. Or you'll experience something in your reality that has had a misspelling, or that has had a different type of change, a significant change, not a minor change, a major change that'll change a franchise's complete name. So you're going from alternate realities. So every time you sleep, you're jumping realities. So your reality is never the same. Now everybody is sleeping. So everybody's transpositioning. And the way to stop transpositioning is to have a camera on you, or to constantly have loud sound vibration playing as you sleep, so you stay located in this reality, not in the next Bardo reality. So when you transposition back into your physical copy that's already progressed in time, your consciousness and your memories are self-aware of everything that you've done prior in the past and your past previous copies. So it's slated into that new understanding that you're in. You're just thinking that you're progressing and that you're getting older, and you're not. You're just going to another copy that's already progressed in age 7 trillion years ago. So Mandela effects happen to the world. So it'll affect your whole reality. Now, you can't stop it. You cannot stop the Mandela effect in this place. You guys, it's past your expiration date. So people are transpositioning left and right. Everybody is. And everybody's alternate realities is mixing up with you guys' timelines. So this is where it gets tricky. So let's say somebody across the street transpositions to an alternate reality that has Berenstain Bears. And then somebody transpositions to another alternate reality across the street from you that transpositions to a reality that says Berenstain Bears. All right? Now here's where it gets tricky. I had to explain to him. Everybody is sharing an experience inside of this place. So everybody's like a bubble. And it takes a bubble to make a bubble. So you have to think about a bigger bubble. So you got to think about like an infection. Each person has had a different recall in a reality in a timeline. And then let's say here's bubble universe A, and then here's your neighbor. He's in universe A, B. Then you put your observations together, and then you have a bigger bubble of a whole world view, of a reality view by consciousness. Now, what happens? Well, one guy had a transposition from a reality that had Berenstain Bears, and this guy just transpositions into a reality that says Berenstain Bears. So the more people that transposition into realities that says Berenstain Bears, that acts as emergence into your reality to where it merges as Berenstein. So your whole reality gets rewritten. So you got to think about like not a butterfly effect, but more like a quantum timeline effect to where if one person sees something and the other person sees something different that's the same name or the same cartoon and they merge as one, then whatever outweighs the most that everybody has observed becomes that reality. So let's say 75 people observed the transposition reality of Berenstein bears, and then 25% of reality only observed Berenstein bears. Well, the 75% of the people, the observationalists, is going to merge all of reality into their realities too. So what they're experiencing is like a memory of I know it was Berenstein bears. It wasn't Berenstein. I know it was Berenstein. So what's going on here? Well, consciousness is a motherfucker here. Excuse my language. We don't like to use that MF word, but it's just you guys are gods. So the majority of people that see a conundrum or a change in your reality, the more people that see it, the more it integrates into your reality to make it stick. So it gets overwritten. You got to think about computers and overwriting and copying and pasting files in this place. You can't look at it like it's magic because it is, but it isn't. It's science. It's just science of mind and how powerful your minds work together as one because each of you guys are bubbles. And when you come from transpositioning into a waking state and everybody's transpositioned from alternate realities back into a one reality where everybody is in a waking state and everybody's coherent, everybody's observing, then that reality has to stay the same code. It has to stay the same code as what everybody else is observing. So people don't get confused and demons won't get like exposed. But you guys are exposing them because you're just starting to discover that timelines are getting mixed up. So we're not going to get started on CERN, these companies that are doing things that they have no business to be doing. And boy, we got something for them when they start jumping rips. And they're already doing it. So we're not going to get into what CERN is doing and how it's affecting your reality. But let me tell you guys, CERN is affecting your realities. You cannot fix this shit. It's falling apart. You can't fix the Mandela Effect. Transpositioning is a part of this reality. This place is meant for gods and goddesses. So, for those that don't believe in this, we understand. But you got to start asking yourself questions about why does shit keep changing in your reality from shit that you used to know that your memories are still genuine. You see, we can't fabricate your memories. You can in delusions and creating lies with memories. But a memory is a memory, and it cannot be fabricated. Once something is written in this place, it sticks. You guys are gods and goddesses, again, as I explained. So when you create a show like Berenstein Bears, it sticks. And then an alternate reality will create a Berenstein Bears. There's infinite amount of realities in each hell out of 179. So don't think that you are in the same reality as you was previously the day before. If you don't have a camera watching you as you sleep, your reality will change. Let's say, for instance, how y'all guys can't change reality. The Mandela Effect is always going to exist, and shit's going to keep breaking down. So there's no big major defense against it. You're just a part of it, and it's all falling apart. And Mandela Effects is nothing but transpositioning of consciousness that are merging with other realities that has to make up a more of a demographic reality of more of observational display from a visual cortex perspective. So as I explain this, it's like a bad rumor. The more the bad rumor spreads to millions of people, the more people believe it. Until somebody that's inside of them rumors figures out my memories served me well. It's not Berenstein, it's Berenstein Bears. Y'all guys are going crazy. What's going on? So it's transpositioning to alternate realities. Y'all think reality is flipping on you guys, but you're flipping into other realities. And then the more people that flip into this another reality that's seeing the same shit, that everybody is seeing something different, then it becomes that reality. So that's why everybody is seeing Berenstein Bears instead of Berenstein Bears the way it used to be. All right. Even I remember that, and I saw the change, and I couldn't believe it. So we'll explain about a Mandela effect that happened to him in the 1998. Now, I was trying to explain to him about transpositioning a while back. He had an encounter with the Mandela Effect back in 1989. He witnessed a Challenger explosion in an alternate reality that displayed the Challenger explosion happening in 1989. Didn't happen in 1986. So when he was at school, it was a live event. It was live. The teachers, everybody was crying because they watched this Challenger explosion in 1989, and it happened in 1986. Now, his memory is good. He's very good. He'll associate timelines with video game releases. That's how he uses his memory. So he knew he had the Sega Master System back in like 1987. But Marquand, this guy, he's a science nut. He likes rocket ships. You all guys do. So he saw this Challenger explosion. All the teachers was crying. The whole school was in mourning about this Challenger explosion that he saw in his reality in 1989 that happened in 1986. So where did 4 years go of an explosion that happened but didn't happen in his reality? You see what I'm saying? See, everybody's Mandela effect is going to be different, but the whole world shares the same view. So what's going on with this Challenger explosion that he thought that happened in 1989? And it wasn't a pre-recording. It wasn't something that was forced upon him 4 years later by his science teacher. She was a scientist too, and she was obsessed with one of the teachers, because teachers were all a part of this. There was a teacher on the Challenger explosion, and as teachers at his middle school, everybody was watching. Then it blew up. The whole school was in mourning. Why was the whole school in mourning about a Challenger explosion in 1989 when it happened in 1986? All right? People are transpositioning more than they like to know, and people are forgetting their memories because samsara wipes your memories. That's what the effects of this place is. It's all about holding on to your memories for dear life. And the more you don't meditate, the more you lose your memories. You can pray all you want, guys. You'll still lose your mind. Alzheimer's sets in. Ask a person with Alzheimer's if they ever meditated in their life, and they're going to tell you no. Meditation fixes your brain because you transposition backwards in time. You don't go forward in time when you meditate. So anyways, it's all about transpositioning, guys. And you can't stop the world view from transpositioning. Everybody goes to sleep in this place. Everybody sleeps with no care. It's like this, guys. Your reality would not change if everybody in this world would sleep with observation. That means somebody watching you while you sleep or a camera watching you while you slept. If the whole world could do this, everybody would have Berenstein Bears, and we wouldn't be seeing Berenstein Bears. We wouldn't see Fruit Loops and then Fruit Loops. You know, we wouldn't see things with Oscar Mayer Wiener and it changing. Or Nelson Mandela dying in the late 80s, and then y'all think he died in 2013. You guys are being fucked. And everything here is a lie. This place is not what you think it is. And if you think this is Earth, you are sadly mistaken. This is a reality that is built to keep you guys grounded and keep you stupid. And now you're starting to wake up to understand that transpositioning is happening right in front of my face, and we're calling it a Mandela Effect. So, what's happening in your reality? Are you in control of your reality? None of you guys are. All right? We control all this shit. We know how this shit works in this place. We know how this place works. None of you guys do. And if you knew about transposition and observation, you would know that you are in a reality that is definitely against you. And we're here to teach the world about transpositioning. We're here to teach the world about how Mandela effects work. We're here to teach, all right? because you only got 68 years, counting from this video. You only got 68 years until the end of the world. I'm not making no threats. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen as a fact. All right? We're not supposed to get this far, guys. We're not. And this place is breaking down, and transpositioning is affecting everyone. And people don't understand that they're transpositioning to alternate realities, to where realities are flipping, and people don't have the same consort that they with, and they're finding like consciousness shifts in their spouses and in their children. They're realizing that this isn't the same child that I raised, or this isn't the same woman that I married. Not because you're not doing a good enough job in your relationship, or the child's not doing good by going to school correctly, or is being around bad influential peers, or being around social economic tear downs of your mind. It's just the fact that things are impermanent here, period. And your reality always changes every time you wake up. So if you think that your reality is always going to stay the same, it never does. It's because you're transpositioning. You're creating your own Mandela effects, and the whole world cannot stop a Mandela effect, just like the whole world can't stop transpositioning. All right? So it's all about being observed as you sleep. It's always being about keeping your shit together in your reality. But as far as everybody else's reality, it's all mixing together, and you guys are in a losing battle. And this place, again, I said before, it's not getting any better. This place is breaking down. You're past your expiration date. Your bodies are past your expiration date. Your minds are past your expiration date. So is this reality. 2012 is only ones that every other reality has had. They are destroyed, and this one is the furthest that it has gotten. So we got to make the best of it that we can for the next 68 years. 2084, kiss it all goodbye. Peace out, guys.